The wise men speaking. Now, today we're learning about area and perimeter, grade 9. Let's dive into the video to understand what area and perimeter is all about. Okay. Now, the first thing we have to understand is the terminology, because you cannot do something without understanding the meaning of it. Now, when it comes to perimeter, okay, perimeter. Now, perimeter is the distance around the edge of a shape, meaning that it's everything outside. Okay, it's everything outside. So a perimeter is the distance around the edge of the shape. Okay, that is distance. Now, when it comes to area, okay, when it comes to area is the amount of space, okay, inside a shape. Okay, the amount of space inside. Now, area is the amount of space inside a shape. Now, in grade 9, in the lower grades, we focus mostly on 2D shapes. When you go to higher grades, that's when we start doing also 3D shapes. But for now, we focus on 2D shape. Now, this is a rectangle, okay? This is a rectangle. Rectangle, okay? This is a rectangle. Now, when it comes to a rectangle, okay, the area of a rectangle is area equal to the area equal to length, okay, times breadth. Okay, so there's our length, which is B, okay, and there's our breadth, which in this it's identified as A. Okay, that's the area of a rectangle. Now, the perimeter of a rectangle depends to you whether you want to add the first thing you want to add the length times breadth, or another way it's the area of the area of a rectangle is 2 length plus 2 breadth. Okay, so if this length here was, let's say, 5, okay, and then this breadth it's 6. Okay, now when it comes to area, it will be 5 times 6, which will give us 30. Okay, 5 times 6. Now, when we're talking about 2 length plus 2 breadth, okay, so we have to take 2 times 5 gives us an answer of 10 plus, okay, 2 times 6, which gives us an answer of 12. Okay, so our perimeter is 22. Let's say this is centimeter. Okay, now when it comes to area we write it as we can say meters squared. Okay, when it's area, you will say meter squared. Now, when it comes to a square, okay, square is 4. The perimeter of a square is 4 times the side. Okay, 4 times the side. So 4 times this length, that length, and this length. Okay, now this is an example. So when you're finding the perimeter, it will be 4 times 5, which gives us an answer of 20. Now, when you're finding for the area of a square, an area of a square is length squared. Okay, so length squared gives us an answer of 5 squared, which eventually become 25. Now, when we deal with a triangle, okay, when we deal with a triangle, the area of a triangle is half base times height. This B here stands for base, while this H stands for height. Okay, half base times height. Let's say the base was 5. Okay, the base was 5, and then let's say the height was 10. Okay, so half of 5 times 10, so 5 times 10 is 50, which gives an answer of 25. Now, when you're talking about perimeter, we said it's the distance all around the edge. So if this was 6, that's 7, and then this is 5, then we're going to have something like 5 plus 6 plus 7, which gives us an answer of 18. Remember, as I said, for area, you must always make sure you write your value you write your value and your weight that they give you. Make sure it's being squared, while perimeter is just like that. Okay. Now, when it comes to a circle, okay, when it comes to a circle, the perimeter of a circle is also known as this C here, okay. This C is known as the circumference, okay. Is known as the circumference. Now, when we're finding the perimeter of a circle, okay, perimeter of a circle, it's 2 pi r. Now this r here, it's radius, stands for radius, okay. This r here stands for radius. Now the radius here in this example here, it is 5, okay. So 2 pi times 5, which gives us an answer of 10 pi, okay. Now when you're dealing with the area, okay, it's pi r squared. As I said, r stands for radius, okay. R stands for radius, so pi times 5 squared, which gives us eventually an answer of 25 pi, okay. Now for 2D shapes, okay, there's a lot of shape. There's a rhombus, there's a trapezium, there's a kites, there's a diamond. So there's a lot of shape in the 2D shapes, okay. There's a lot of shapes. Now, as usually, we focus on this, okay. We focus on this. Now that you have the knowledge that is required, it is time to go and shock your teacher. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment in this video. See you in our next video. Thank you.